Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video, and we're getting right into things here for our first match against David P. And I'm going to be doing a 3.0 Xbow Cycle ladder push today, getting right into the matches, and just going to cycle log to start. So, I haven't really uploaded on my channel much this past week, if you guys noticed, and it's mostly just because my health has been really bad recently, and also I've been thinking of taking a break anyways because I've been getting a bit burnt out because, working really hard. We do see Mighty Miner here, and minions. I actually don't really know what this is going to be. Like, my only guess would be maybe Lava Hound. Gonna go Xbow to cycle back to my skeletons, which are next in cycle, because I did need a counter for the Mighty Miner. Didn't want to overspend on it, and skeletons are the perfect response. We do get a connection for that as well, because Mighty Miner ability costs 1 elixir too. So he was kind of low on elixir, and I could have gone for a knight to predict that musketeer, but there wasn't really much of a point since I didn't know his full deck, and I still don't. So generally with Xbow Cycle especially, you don't want to be overcommitting so much early on when you don't really know what they have, because you could make a really risky play and get punished for it. So let's say he had something that I needed knight for. If I just predicted knight, he could have let the Xbow go and maybe pushed opposite lane. Could have been bad for me, but goes for minions, just gonna split archers, I think. Like, actually goes for a Mighty Miner, so I'll go for a Tesla instead. I think Tesla's a pretty good response to the Mighty Miner. I think buildings are in general, because its main like allure or alluring feature, I guess, is the fact that it can switch lanes and kind of catch you off guard. But buildings in the middle will deal with it in both lanes. I feel like he wants me to fireball those, but I'm actually not going to. That might be a bit weird, but I feel like I still don't know what his full deck is. He could have like a pump or something, and there has to be a reason he did that. Like, maybe he wants me to fireball, but okay, he goes for prediction musketeer on my Xbow and then goes for graveyard. So let's just cycle back to our archers here. And then he goes for freeze, so I will have to log. Against freeze in general, if it's with graveyard, you pretty much always have to have log and cycle to deal with the clumped up skeletons. But I'm going to Xbow now because I have a pretty nice counter push coming in here. And he goes Mighty Miner opposite. Going to kite it out of range with an Ice Spirit and hover my knight for the ability. Yeah, looks like we do get a connection by cutting it out of range. And then I think he did a decent play by trying to use the ability to pop right on top of the Xbow, but you can still catch it like I caught it with my knight, and also you can punish it by cutting out of range. And I think he just has a graveyard deck with freeze, probably no other big spells, so just gonna defensive Xbow, probably can't do much about it, and this should be pretty much wrapped up for a first game. Just gonna go archers way back, knight to block the musketeer, and yeah, he has arrows in this deck too, but he actually missed my archers just because I played them so far back. So that's why you sometimes want to play them behind the king tower, so that you can just make them wait to get the perfect arrows placement, or else they're going to activate king, and that can usually buy you some time. But yeah, he's laughing. That's going to be a nice win against graveyard freeze to start it out. Let's start looking for the next match. Alright, so we're looking for the next match, and yeah, I didn't really get to finish my train of thought last time, but I have been kind of taking a break. I think mainly because my health problems have actually been bothering me quite a lot, but also just taking a break is nice. I don't want to spend too much time talking about that kind of stuff with you guys and bother you, but also just taking a break is pretty nice because I feel like coming back now, because I took a break from both content creation and also just playing for the most part. I played a little bit, but definitely not that much. If I was on the game, I was watching my friends more. But gonna log all of that. That's a lot of value, and knight in front as well, and that's just gonna be a nice connection. He goes for a fireball, so skeleton barrel log bait it looks like, because he also has Rascal's Dart Goblin, so it's not gonna be the standard skeleton barrel mega knight bait deck. But yeah, I feel like just taking a break has me coming back pretty refreshed and enjoying the game more. And yeah, I never really actually considered just taking a break. I was always kind of pushing myself for content creation and everything, so it's definitely nice. He does also have a barrel here. But yeah, I hope you guys understand. I do apologize for the lack of uploads, but I will probably still try and not go too hard, but I will try and slowly get back into videos and everything. And we do see what looks to be just be a double bait deck, but he does have a fireball in here as well. And I went for a center Tesla there because I didn't really want to commit to one side, because skeleton barrel, he can just go opposite lane with it either way. So if I pre-place my Tesla in the left or the right lane, he just goes Skelly Barrel in the other side. The Tesla wouldn't get much value anyway, so I feel like a center Tesla is just better. But let's just go Knight for the Dark Goblin, Archers for the Rascals, and notice how I like that inner tile placement next to the tower. I really like that against Dark Goblins, especially when they have really long range. It helps you counter them. And also just against the Rascals, I guess. But We do see a Skelly King here, so I guess it's just going to be kind of wrapped up with a Skeleton King in this deck. And okay, Mirror Rascals. Let's go for a log and then a knight in front as well. And okay, wow, that was a really bad knight, but I actually didn't know that level 16 Rascals survive a log. That's actually pretty scary, not gonna lie. But let's go Ice Spirit and then Skeletons, because we do have to defend this. We still take a bit of damage, but it was kind of expected since I didn't have log. But yeah, I'm not gonna Xbow because he has Skelly King, and I'm also probably low in Elixir. Just gonna Fireball the Dark Goblin. I think I actually missed, but I can still just go for the knight again in the corner to deal with it, and we're still fine. I'm going to go for defensive Expo now. It's going to be the anti-fireball placement for my left side tower because I know he has a fireball. And we can actually do something cool here. I can just go archers on the Skelly Barrel. Notice how I'm playing them in the left so that they'll help out on the left as well. So he goes for a Goblin Barrel too, and even fireballs the archers, which is definitely fine by me because I'm definitely happy for him to be fireballing the archers and not my Expo. And I can even start spell cycling him if I really want, but since he's not spending anything, I think he might be low on Elixir since I also have a Tesla on the map, so let's just go in, get pretty decent fireball value hitting both the Rascal Boy and one of the girls, and I guess I will log this, even though it won't kill the Rascal girls. It is a little bit annoying, but they will be left on 1 HP anyways, and we can just deal with the barrel with archers and skeletons. Looks like he didn't go for a prediction fireball. If he did, we might have been in a lot of trouble, but we do have to watch out because next time he might go for that, since he knows if I'm using log on offense, I pretty much have to use archers for the barrel, or even a fireball, but I haven't really been doing fireballs much. And goes for Rascals opposite. I can just go for a knight. I like to go knight on top of the girls first because they do more damage, so it's kind of dealing with it better. And Skelly King ability comes in here. I guess I will just log. Again, we do have to be careful of him going for his Goblin Barrel with a fireball. He actually goes for double barrel plus fireball. That is just going to be straight up 11 elixir because 3 plus 4 plus 4. Yeah, so Expo at the same time was really good, even though it took some damage. We just got a really nice connection and kind of punished him for that overspend. But yeah, pretty nice win against an unconventional Skelly King double barrel bait deck. Alright, so getting right into the next match against Coco, and yeah, I'm going to be keeping this video a bit shorter compared to my other ones, I guess. Not in terms of games, I'm still going to be trying to play like maybe 4 or so games today, but just in terms of like a long personal intro like I usually do, and also just talking a lot about the games after, just to kind of switch things up a bit, see if you guys like it more. Even though I feel like I enjoy those kinds of longer discussion type videos, but we do see a Magic Archer and Miner, and actually Giant Skeleton too, and he kind of misplaced the Giant Skeleton, because I think he wanted to protect his Magic Archer, but let's definitely protect our Expo here. I could actually have logged that Giant Skeleton and maybe push the bomb back, so the bomb will do a lot of damage to my Expo, but still not that much, because Giant Skeleton, the bomb was nerfed quite a while ago, and its recent buff didn't affect the bomb, it affected its HP and damage, I believe, or hit speed or damage per second, something like that. But yeah, the bomb is annoying, but it still, the Expo, as you saw, survived both the bomb and the log, so we got a pretty nice start. And I'm going to go archers instead of knight here because I was hoping he would miner in the same spot, then it would actually kill my archers. Usually you don't want that to happen, but since he has Magic Archer, don't want him to snipe them at the bridge. And I thought he wouldn't go Magic Archer there because he went Gold Knight already, but I'm actually going to Expo because of that, because that's really just 8 elixir down the drain by him. And yeah, he literally doesn't have any elixir right now. He was just about at 4 at that time because he just spent 8, just some basic elixir counting. And by the way, about elixir counting in general, it's really not too hard. Like, you guys can do it if you just kind of, especially in single elixir, if you just spend a little bit of time to think about what cards they've played. Like just now, it was pretty basic, you know, Gold Knight's 4, Magic Archer's 4, so he's basically at about 2 or 3. And I know Giant Skeleton cost 6, so that Expo was pretty good because he didn't have enough for it, obviously. And I'm actually pretty happy about going in the right lane because this is some kind of minor control deck, and generally against those, you always want to go opposite lane, even though I do have some damage in the left as well. But let's just fireball the Magic Archer. Pretty smart play by him because he knows I want to fireball the right side tower, so he plays it in the left. But we are still just going to fireball it and then Tesla to support this Expo because it should be a pretty decent offense. Actually, doesn't look like he's revealed any big spells either. I'm just going to go archers down low. You always want to be careful of Golden Knight dashing onto your archers, but since he already used the ability, I'm not worried about it. And I can actually just cycle back to another Expo here and probably do some pretty good work. Okay, looks like he has actually a pretty fast cycle with the Fire Spirit and the Log, which this is a very interesting minor control deck. I actually don't think he has a big spell in here, But let's protect this Xbow and catch the miner with the knight. Yeah, so another thing you guys want to take note of, if they are playing their miners opposite lane while you have an Xbow, a lot of the time they will be playing it in that position on the far corner of the tower, because that will take the Xbow's targeting. So you can use that to try and catch the miner like I did just now. Goes for a golden knight. I think let's go for skeletons, and let's actually fireball log all of this. Log as well. Log didn't hit the miner, but we do actually clip the fire spirit. That's going to be huge. Going to go ice spirit. Does predict the magic archer. That's going to get an even bigger Xbow connection, and just some really nice Xbow pressure. That's definitely going to be GG, because I can just reset. And I think his only win con is just pretty much a miner, and I guess magic archer is a win con too. And even golden knight tornado, honestly, pretty annoying. But let's play knight far away from the tower. So against golden knight, you really just want to kite it as far away as possible from where they want it to go. So in that case, he probably wanted to dash on the tower. So I'm just doing everything in my power to play my knight far away from my tower. And yeah, magic archer tornado, not going to do much. We can just cycle back to our next fireball, also try and catch the miner as we do, and that's going to be a really nice win against a very interesting miner control deck with giant skeleton and golden knight. Alright, so looking for the final match, I'm at exactly 7,100 trophies after winning that previous miner control game, so hopefully we can keep it going. I think that would be a pretty nice stopping point actually, but my last video was at about 7,050 trophies, so I want to go a bit higher. So let's go for one more. Pretty nice video so far, haven't lost any matches. And also it is raining right now as I'm playing, so not sure if it's getting picked up, but if you guys can hear, I do apologize. We do see a Barbarel and Mega Minion, so I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be, but I feel like it's going to be either Graveyard or maybe some kind of beatdown deck. Let's go Xbow opposite, just to kind of test the waters, and he goes for E-Barb, so I think it's actually going to be Golem E-Barbs, which is pretty sad news for me, because I don't really like this matchup very much. He goes for an E-Drag 2, and I'm actually going to activate King. It's going to be huge. This is a really nice trick that I'll show you guys that I use myself against E-Drag. I don't activate off the first hit. I actually activate off the second hit, just like that, and it does work out, and that's because I can kind of get my mind used to the E-Drag's hit speed timing, so that I don't miss it on the first time. I kind of get used to the hit speed and then go for it on the second time, and that's what works best for me. So that's what I like. Just sharing it with you guys as well if you want to try it, because there's not too much of a difference if there's nothing else supporting the E-Drag. But Golem down, I think I'll still Xbow and Tesla low. This should actually be pretty nice. Actually going to commit to the Barbarel, because I think we will be able to get a connection, because we do have skeletons helping out. We do also have the King Tower helping out. And I don't think he wants to overspend with a Mega Minion right here on the Xbow, since it's so low on HP. So yeah, we do get a connection, and we do get a bit more damage than our opponent, so it just depends on how much Elixir we're both at right now. And there's no way to know exactly, but I can kind of get a sense of when he plays his next card, or if he's just going to leak because he's a beatdown player anyway. So yeah, looks like we're going to be down about 1 Elixir. Since he played the Mega Minion when I was at 9, usually you play cards when you're at 10, so that is a little trick you can use. Going to go Xbow, maybe predict him playing something, and he goes for a NATO at the same time, so I think he is going to have enough for Golem just about in time here, but definitely just going to let the Xbow go. A lot of the time, if you have like an Xbow going into a Golem like this, you definitely just have to let it die. You cannot go for a Tesla at the bridge, because that would just be really suboptimal. Let's log as well though, and let's try and support our push overall, so that we don't take too much damage. Definitely going to go Xbow here, because I have a Knight and a Tesla helping out, so I think let's fireball the Archer, fireball the E-Drag and go for Archers to deal with it. That is the only way you can kill an Electro Dragon, and let's go for Skeletons and even Knight in front. This is definitely an overspend, but this is probably going to be my only opportunity in the entire match to get this connection, and I don't think he has enough time for his big Golem push, so Golem pump with E-Barb's E-Drag. I actually think this is probably not even a good matchup for Xbow, probably like close to even, or maybe even slightly their matchup, but let's pull everything in the middle, go for Knight in the center to kite everything in, and then just get really nice fireball value and everything. And we are also back to another Tesla. So looks like we actually did even defend, even if the match went on. That's going to be GG, and a really nice win against Golem E-Barbs. A matchup that I really don't like facing, but hopefully helped you guys learn how to play against it. That's going to put us at, I believe, yeah, top 2,000 in the world, 1,830, 7,130 trophies. Pretty nice. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. A bit shorter in terms of my discussion, everything. We didn't have any losses, which is really cool. I didn't cut in between the matches, as you can see here. And yeah, I'm a bit lower in trophies compared to before. I'm not top 1K, I'm top 2K now. but I have been taking a break, so it kind of makes sense, and I hope you guys were still able to learn, and the trophy range is enough for you guys still. But yeah, that's going to be about it, I guess, for me. A bit shorter video today, but wanted to get one out. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.